I did it.
How can this be happening?
It's called being a divine knight versus being a knockoff.
The victory's mine, unless you're in the mood for round two.
Withdraw! We're abandoning the watchtower to the airship. A rendezvous with the forces in Erebonia. Yes, sir.
Bean, attack the airship. Oh, they're abandoning the soldates. Take down the airship while you can.
They're running away.
Well, this sure took a wild turn.
Master Reen gave a most impressive performance, didn't he? I just hope he doesn't make a habit of jumping off of rooftops.
He may be reckless from time to time, but we wouldn't have him any other way.
I suppose it's time we take our leave. Know that I leave with no regrets. I was able to behold the famous Ashen Knight in person, and for that, it was all worthwhile. Do you have any objections, Black Rabbit?
Not especially. Being presented the opportunity to adjust the threat levels of multiple targets at once proved beneficial for me as well.
She acts like such a computer.
They're getting away!
You're not going anywhere, buddy. We've still got a whole lot of questions to ask you.
Ha ha! The curtains have only just risen for the Erebonian stage. I wonder what incredible fate will befall our actors. I cannot wait to see how each of you play your respective role. Particularly you, Severing Chains.
My part in all this is long been said, but feel free to sit among the audience and watch. There is nothing in this world that could cause my love for the Rhinefoot family to sway.
Excuse us. Orion, Eric Etlin, may we meet again?
Yeah, totally! And see you, Sammy!
Should she be so cheerful?
Sammy?
Please refrain from confusing Clown Soleus.
If you would, do pass on my regards to Reen Schwarzer. And now, I bid you adieu!
Good riddance. I know it's a little much to ask to truly defeat Blue Blanc right now. Considering how much he gave us back in Liberal. Yeah, no, he's a hard man to deal with.
That was exhausting.
At least we were able to make it through unscathed.
Now that they're gone, we should set about disabling that device. Once that's done, the Highlands should start returning to normality. Yeah, you're And just how do you know what we're here for? Oh, I always know what you're thinking, my lady.
I mean, having a connection to Ouroboros might do that for you.
That's our Sharon.
Reen reunited with the others and watched as the orbital wave jamming device was disabled successfully. With the jammer now lost, both the Noble Alliance forces and Jaegers remaining in Nord withdrew to Erebonia. As a result, the 3rd Armored Division was able to focus their troops on the Erebonian side of the border as well. Thus the crisis came to an end, and peace began to return to the Highlands. Obtained a new sword from the defeated Spiegel. Valimar can now use the craft Heavenly Slash. Nice. I see a disturbing lack of bonus AP. Should you be all the way out here? I think it's safe to say that, thanks to your efforts, the immediate danger to our homeland has passed. Now there is no longer any need for us to leave it behind. You truly have our deepest gratitude. We didn't do all that much, really. Yeah, besides, there's no guarantee the Highlands won't be threatened again. Unfortunately so. The Alliance still has plenty of troops on the Erebonian side of the border to continue their assault. Should Zender fall, I dare not imagine what could happen. Guess you'll have to remain on alert the same as always. No rest for the weary, yeah? Even so, I want you to know how much I appreciate what you did. No matter how you look at it, you saved my homeland. For that, I couldn't be more proud to call you my friends. Aw, Gaius, it was nothing. Heh, you're welcome. But I don't think we did anything that special. People of Nord have been like brothers to all of us in Erebonia for centuries now. It's only right that we lend them a hand when they need one. Thank you, Reen. What he said. I completely agree. Friends and neighbors should try to help one another. It's what they do. You guys too. Thank you. I feel like I'm going to be saying that for a while yet. Still, while the immediate danger to Nord may have passed, the same can't be said for Erebonia. Unfortunately not. Ruhr City is entirely under the Alliance's control, and the same is true for most of the country. They have control of everything from the Reinford building to the iron mine, and even the Ruhr Institute of Technology. I feared as much. Well, that explains one thing. There was some damning evidence on that jamming device that pointed to it being made at the Institute. That makes sense if the place is under the Alliance's control. Ben Schmidt was involved in its development. Schmidt? As in the Professor G. Schmidt? He's certainly supposed to be capable, but are you sure? I met him when I was little while with you, right, Grandfather? That you did. He and I go way back, but I really wish we didn't. He's not an easy guy to like. If you ask me, he was probably involved in the development of the Soldats and that giant airship of theirs, too. Hell, Scratch probably. You can't think of a single other engineer alive who could perfect those things outside of him. He must be crazy good if you're the one acknowledging his skills. Sounds like the Alliance has a really capable man making their weapons. Schmidt aside, what brought you here to begin with, Sharon? I thought you went straight back to Ruhr after the war began. I would have thought Mother would be happier if you were there too. I'm here because I discovered that you were here, of course. Contrary to what you may think, that was what the Madam Chairman wanted me to do too. She did? Indeed, she asked me to come and assist you and your classmates for the time being. I haven't been able to get in contact with her since I left Ruhr, however. You okay, Elisa? Thanks, Reen, but I'm fine. We're talking about my mother here. I'm pretty sure she's perfectly okay wherever she is. Right now, I need to focus on my own goals. I did promise I'd find a path of my own to show her after all. And I'm certain she would be pleased to hear that, milady. I second that. You're leaving? I am. I don't know when I'll be able to return again, but I will be back. Until then, take care of Lily and Sheeta for me. Oh, and Charles too, of course. Sure. Thank you, Gaius. But I don't want you to go. I want you to stay right here. Stop that, Lily. You're making it harder for me to hold back. You too. I know you'll miss him, but try to show some understanding for your brother. He has something very important he needs to do with his friends. All of this has been a stark reminder to me of how fragile the peace of this land is when one of its neighbors is at war. The threat of being drawn into the conflict may have passed for now, but it may not stay that way for long. We can no longer expect to live in peace, irrespective of what is happening on the other side of our borders. If I want to protect the peace of this land, I need to stand up and fight for it, just as our ancestors did during the war all those years ago. Oh. Well said. Prince Drykos himself also first took up arms here in Nord. The warriors of Nord followed suit, taking up their spears, to fight for their friend and brother who loved this land as much as they did. Sound a little familiar, Reen? So, you want to follow their footsteps, do you? I do, but that isn't my only reason. During my time as a student of Class 7, Erebonia has grown close to my heart. So I'm not just fighting to protect the home of my friends. I'm fighting to protect what I consider my second home. Wow. Thanks. Don't worry, everyone. I'll return safe and unharmed. I promise. I'll also come back more mature and more aware of how I want to live my life after the war comes to an end. So stay safe and wait for me, okay? Okay. Alright. I'll do everything I can to keep everything here running smoothly while you're away. I will too. I'll be praying for you every day. Aww. May the winds and the goddess watch over you while I'm away. Farewell. Their parting words said, the time came to leave the land of Nord behind. Bye-bye. Gaius' family happily waved to them until they were out of sight, and, swearing silently to return to Nord another day as they entered the spirit path, they started on their journey back to Ymir. We're back. Yeah, and we're all in one piece. This is where we fought that huge monster when we came here last time, right? I can't believe we got this far so fast. This is what the spirit path can do. Unbelievable. I had no idea there already existed a means of transportation faster than the trains or airships. Well, it's called the spirit path because it's really only intended to be used by spirits. It's not really meant to be used by humans to travel from place to place. We'll all have something to be grateful to Master Valimar for allowing us to do so then. And even more grateful still for saving us from quite a perilous situation at the watchtower as well. Yeah, he certainly did. Thanks, Valimar. It's only because of you that we were able to make it back here together. Have a good rest. You've earned it. Acknowledged. Entering an active state. Do not hesitate to call my name again, should the need arise, my Awakener and his friends. It looks like he went to sleep. Let's get our butts back to Ymir. We need to let the guys who stayed behind see all the happy faces we brought back. Woohoo! I can't wait to see Claire. Everyone good to go? We should be able to make it before nightfall. Only one area left to go. So Ymir is basically our hub. I guess it's to make up for not being able to see it last game. And not a moment too soon with how dark it's become. It's nice to be back here again.
Yeah, it's only been a couple months since we were last here. But it feels more like a couple of years. I suppose that just goes to show how much of an impression Ymir's left on me. It's nice to hear you like this place as much as I do. Something feels off, though. It's a lot noisier compared to usual.
Hey guys, brought back some souvenirs. Glad to see you're all okay. Yep, perfectly okay.
Yeah, we just got back.
Claire! I'm so happy to see you!
Aww.
Milliam,
So you were in Nord.
I'm so glad that you're all right. It's wonderful to see you again.
Yeah, same to you. That new outfit you got looks smoking on you, too.
Smoking, huh?
I see you were able to bring back a few more familiar faces.
We sure were.
It's good to see you as well. It's good to see you're well, Captain.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Still, what's all this commotion about? Something's not right here.
Oh, right. It's about your dad, Reen. Oh no.
Is something wrong with Dad?
Nope. He woke up, actually.
He regained consciousness? Really?
He did, yes. He isn't fully recovered, but this is definitely a major step in the right direction. And I'm sure he'd be happy to see you if you would come with us.
Hooray! Father unharmed. Well, unharmed would be stretching it. Welcome home, Reen. I see your friends are with you, too. Hello there. Sorry I can't do much more to welcome you, but I'm happy to see you here. Dad.
Not at all. We're just glad that you're awake. We heard about what happened, sir. It's wonderful to know that you're well enough to talk to us like this.
I appreciate your concern. Incidentally, I hear that you, Toval, and Captain Claire, I believe, have been watching over the village in my stead. On behalf of the people of Ymir, I'd like to thank you all for what you've done. As this village's lord, I truly could not feel more honored to have your aid. No need to thank me. It was just a little something I was doing on the side.
The people of Ymir have shown me nothing but kindness during my stay. It's the least I can do to repay that kindness. And I have every intention of keeping up with my patrols to ensure this village sees no further bloodshed.
My thanks to you both. If Ymir could stay out of harm's way, I know that my family could rest easier. I'm aware of my injuries have caused both of you plenty of grief, Lucia and Reen. I can only hope you'll forgive me for worrying you. Had I not been so utterly incompetent, Elise and Princess Alphen would never have been taken from us to begin with.
You know you don't need to apologize.
Them being captured isn't your fault, Dad. It never was. What matters is that you pulled through for us. That in itself is a miracle. Now you leave everything else to us and focus on recovering. We'll bring them back. I promise. Absolutely. We fully intend to do everything we can to support you.
Yeah, we'll bring them back in no time. As long as Class 7 is together, there's nothing we can't do. I couldn't agree more. I have every confidence that you'll rescue Lady Elise and Her Highness. Well, aren't you guys just brimming with optimism? Still, we've only got 3 members of Class 7 to find, which means that if all 3 are around Legram, that's where we'll find Emma.
Assuming they stay there, yeah. And then we can finally be together again. I'll be praying to Idios for you. And remember, make the most of the time you have to take a well-earned break. You won't be able to leave tomorrow, regardless, yes?
That's right. We'll need to wait for Valimar to finish recovering.
That only took about a day last time, and I don't see why it should be any different this time. I admit, a part of me wishes we could leave right away, but we'll just have to sit tight and be patient.
I think it'd be for the best anyway.
We can double-check Ymir's defenses one last time while we wait, too. Thank you, Tobal. I wish you all well. I have Elise, Princess Alphen, and...
Oh, looks like he went back to sleep. He still hasn't gotten most of his stamina back, I'm afraid. It'll be a little while longer before he's ready to see any of the villagers, too.
I see. That's not surprising, really.
In the meantime, it would be my honor to assist you in any way I can. I'm confident that my skills as a maid will prove to be of use. Why, thank you. I'd be delighted to take you up on that. And like your father said, take care to rest as much as you can tomorrow.
Of course.
And you should take care not to overwork yourself, please. We're happy to help out however we can.
So I'm guessing the majority of them are sleeping in the inn? That was how we had all made it safely back from Nord. Word of my father's awakening spread throughout the village like wildfire. And while there were still plenty of dark times looming on the horizon, for the first time in a while, the people of Ymir had a reason to smile.
Sharon joined the party. Me and Sharon can now use overdrive when linked with one another. With Reen acting as a medium, Elisa and Sharon can now use overdrive when linked with one another. What? Shouldn't they just be able to do it naturally? Ymir Rest Day 2. I love this place. It's so nice and cozy, even though it's cold. But looks like Dad's staying in bed today. Good. He needs all the rest he can get. I'm glad he's woken up at least, even if he's still got a long way to go until he's fully recovered. I'll bet everyone else has already gone out for the day. I should probably go find something to do too. Gotta make the most of today and get ready for tomorrow. How many? 3 bonding points. How many events? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Great. Oh yeah, this is Elise's room. And that would be both of their rooms. So honestly, yeah, all of them should be staying over at the inn for now. I don't want to do a bonding event. Someone in here. Oh, Celine. Nothing like a good rest in front of a crackling fire. Especially when it's this cold. How do you people deal with winters like this? I'll tell you what Emma'd do. She'd make me some nice warm milk with a bit of honey on a day like today. Well, I guess there's no telling what she's doing now, though. We've got to find Emma soon, for Celine's sake just as much as hers. Alright, one sec. Alright, I'm back. Holy cow. So, for those curious, I went back and I absolutely kicked the shit out of Blue Blanc and Altina. Basically, my strategy was just bombard them with S-crafts. So, what I did was I went and got Toval, Elisa, and Milliam to 200 CP and just Whenever I used all four of my main party, Reen, Machias, Gaius, and Elliot, to just attack them, and then as soon as there was their next turn, I swapped over to Elisa, Milliam, and Toval, and just blew the hell out of them. So that does mean that I do not have them scanned this time around. That is unfortunate, but it's a necessary sacrifice for the greater good. Sharon kindly volunteered to take over the housework for me. Thanks to her, I'm free to sit and talk with your father as much as I please. That being said, while I may be free of my usual duties for now, I have plenty of your father's to take care of in his place. I don't doubt that. I can't imagine how exhausted you must be right now, Mom. Just try not to overdo it, okay? You're always so sweet, Reen, but don't you worry, I'm perfectly fine. Nothing out of the ordinary has happened since that day, no. Although, as far as where Elise and Princess Alphen have been taken, I fear we're still none the wiser.
Nothing good can come from impatience. All we can do is take things one step at a time.
I suppose you're right. And on that note, you need to take your recovery one step at a time and get some sleep, huh? I mean, there's only so much you can sleep, though. It's like, he's gonna be awake and just not want to sleep anymore. Alright, so we have a bunch of bonding events. Also, one little touch that I like is, so everyone is roughly 2 to 3 in terms of Link EXP. You go over here, Sharon already has level 4 with Elisa, and Claire already has level 4 with Milliam. I like that touch because they're already really close, so it makes sense. Hi, Claire. Nice to see that Milliam hasn't lost any of her spark. And even though it sounds like Nord was a major headache for you, I'm glad you managed to resolve the trouble there. Speaking of Nord, I should probably ask. Do you know anything about that Altina girl? Like, why she and Milliam both have weird puppets and have the same last name? I do. Unfortunately, all of my information is property of the Intelligence Division, and as such, my lips are sealed. But to be blunt, telling you would only serve to confuse you, and we can't afford to have your mind anywhere else right now. Fair point. Oh, what are you guys whispering about? Wait, I see what's going on here. Hush whispers, staying close, working together. You two are dating, aren't you? Excuse me? That's your definition of dating? So the Intelligence Division knows about Altina. Great, more mysteries. More people hiding everything from us. Let's get everyone up. So now Machias needs... whatever. It's not like I need it right now. Hey, Elliot. I'm so glad your dad's finally woken up. Think you might invite him to take the hot springs tonight for a little father-son bonding? Maybe not just yet. He should probably stay in bed until he gets a bit more of his strength back. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, probably a good idea. I'm sure he'd love it if you invited him at some point, though. Honestly, I'd like to bring Dad and Fiona here when things settle down. Alright, let's see. Who else? Oh, Fee's not, whatchamacallit? Not a bonding event. I'm gonna head into the mountains for some hunting. Should go well. He used to do it all the time back in the Corps. I'll be sure to catch your dad something good to eat. Thanks, I guess. Still, don't forget to rest. You're really gonna need it. Roger. I mean, her and Claire have been here all day, so... Hello. Oh, look who it is. You've come at the perfect time.
I have? Can't say those words fill me with anything other than dread.
Why would that be? I never cause anyone any trouble.
Yeah, of course you don't.
Well, anyway, as I was saying, now that we've got so many students here, I was thinking of treating them to this village's specialty to welcome them.
We have a specialty?
Of course we do. We have the manju, the Eastern confectionery that Master Kafai brought here. I may have been the one who decided it's the village's specialty, but the decision's been made and it is final.
Right. Anyway, so that's what you're going to make.
That's right. There's just one teeny tiny little problem. I'm missing one very important ingredient to make them, and I can't seem to get any on it. My hands on it.
Which one?
Azuki beans. You wouldn't be able to get your hands on some for me, would you, Reen?
Well, I can see why you might have trouble getting them. They're not exactly well known here in the Empire. This might actually be pretty difficult, but I guess it couldn't hurt to try. What should I do? Well, admittedly, I'd like everyone to try some manju too. Alright, I'll give it a shot. As uncommon in Erebonia as they are, people do use them from time to time here. So someone somewhere is bound to have some left over. I suppose the best place to start would be with people who do a lot of cooking.
Yay! Well, good luck with your search.
And with that, let us buy Manly Munchies in Imperial Chronicle issue 3. And let us exchange our Sepeth. Getting some good money here. 22,530. Let's see. Anything good? Nope. Alright. Upgrades. Upgrades. Yep, Sharon's already good. Okay. Well, the first thing I think of is Phoenix Wing. Alright. This guy, the one who gave us our cooking book. Excuse me, Werner. Would you mind if I ask you a question? Of course not. Ask away. Reen asked Werner if he had any Azuki beans. Well, I certainly do use them on occasion in my cooking. They have this unique flavor and texture that makes for a very interesting addition to certain dishes. Unfortunately, wild monkeys broke into the outdoor storehouse and made off with my entire supply. Oh, unfortunate, but that does happen from time to time. Indeed, it's part and parcel of living in the mountains, I suppose. Well, thanks for telling me. I'll try my luck elsewhere. Come to think of it, I know someone else who's big on making confectionery. Maybe I should go and ask him if he has any beans. Next stop, the tavern. You there, good man. Gerald's a big fan of making sweets, so maybe he has some Azuki beans. Worth a shot, at least. Reen asked Gerald if he had any Azuki beans. Oh, you're looking for some of those? I do use them fairly often, yeah. Kiki loves the things in paste form. Do you happen to have any on hand? Afraid not. I did have some, but they were stolen by some wild monkeys just the other days. I bet it's the same monkeys that attacked the Phoenix Wing storehouse. They've probably got a taste for them now. I'm gonna have to be more careful about locking up in the future. Come to think of it, I do know one place you might try looking if you want some. Really? A while back, Kiki's beanbag split open. It was full of azuki beans, too. And they went, well, everywhere. From what I hear, Luke was the one who gave her some replacement beans. Maybe he still got some left. He's not someone I would have thought of, but it sounds like a good as lead as any. I'll try asking. Good luck. Luke? Are you Luke by chance? Hey, do you have a minute? Sure, what's up? Oof. What happened to the frame rate? Reen asked Luke if he has any azuki beans. Huh, that's kind of an embarrassing question. Is it? I'm not sure how it could be. Well, you know how my mom was when I got hired earlier this year, right? She couldn't stop smiling. She was so happy she even made a sekihan to celebrate. She overdid it, of course. We ended up with more leftover beans in the house than we knew what to do with. I'd forgotten all about that. She only busts out the sekihan when it's something worth celebrating, too. Think I could take some those extras off your hands? Actually, Lisa was looking around for some, too. So, sorry, Reen. I ended up giving the last of it all to her. To Lisa? That's a surprise. I gave her a bunch, though, so she might have a few left. I'm sure she'd give you some if you asked. Can do. Thanks for the help. Let's get out of this area. Jeez. Alright, now to the church. I can't just warp there? Fine. Gotta use the legs. There you are. Can I have a moment of your time, Lisa? Of course. What can I help you with? Reen asked her if she had any azuki beans. I certainly do. Luke gave me some not long ago. I developed an interest in them after hearing they're said in the East to have evil-repelling properties. But after looking into them some more, I found out they're also very healthy and nutritious. Perhaps the origin of the belief that they repel evil is the fact that they keep you healthy and thus repel evil in that sense. Father Bernard and I have started putting them in our oatmeal for that very reason. Really? It's kind of amazing to think of how many things you can do with azuki beans. If you happen to have any left over, would you mind sharing some of them with me? Oh, not at all. Hold on a moment. I'll go and get some. We have plenty left in our storehouse. Storehouse? It's not outside, is it? It is, yes. Why do you ask? I have a bad feeling about this. We should hurry. I'm coming with you. They better not. Looks like the lock's still fine. But here they are. They're my beans. How'd you do that? I should keep them away for a while. Oh my, that was very impressive. Is that a skill you gained through your training? I didn't do anything special, really. But as a precaution, I suggest you keep ingredients that monsters are likely to enjoy locked indoors in the future. No arguments here. But first... I like it. He just glared at them. I should give you those azuki beans that you wanted, shouldn't I? Thanks. It wasn't easy, but I managed to find some beans for you. Yes! Thank you so much. I knew I could count on you.
I'm just glad all that effort's going to pay off once everyone gets to try our specialty. You know, they say that the more trouble you go through as a young person, the better off you are later in life. Anyway, now that I have these, time to make some manju. What? You're gonna make them now? First, we soak the beans in water. Then, when they're soft, you boil them like so. Then you add some sugar, boil them a bit more, and then you knead them like this. Do I really need to be here for this? 2 hours later, Ymir's famous manju beans, manju, were finally complete. Here you go, all finished. The finest homemade manju you ever did see. Make sure you just share them, okay? They do look pretty good. Thanks, Camilla. That was exhausting, but I guess it was worth helping her after all. You've proven all over again just how dependable you are, Veen. If I ever need help with anything else, I know who to call. Just try not to work me too much. Okay, still have no idea who I want to hang out with. But there is one thing I want to check on. This. Hello there. Nope. You. There we go. Gambler Jack, Volume 5. Let's go snowboarding. A course, level 2. Ooh. I wasn't sure about that one. On. There we go. Nope. Got it. Somehow. Made it.
I did it!
New record! We're done. Huh. That's my boy. Wouldn't feel right if a son of Ymir couldn't handle that course. Well, here's your prize. Go ahead, take it. Got the hair quartz. I'll be sure to keep the courses well maintained. If you feel like boarding again, just come on by. I certainly will. That was fun. Also. Alright, who to bring? Wow, look how high level she is. Well, at least they played a little bit of catch up. Who to bring? I want to bring her because of her level. That would mean you as well. And then Elliot, Gaius, and let's bring Sharon. Why not? Because now we have a new enemy out here. Just like last time. Last time we had the monkey. What do we have this time? Is that it?
This is bad. We need to regroup.
Think these are new?
You're mine!
You missed. Alright, soon I'll finally be able to find out.
Let's move.
Alright, yes, snow rats, these things. They're new.
With pleasure.
Alright, Sharon, let's link up. Binding chains, shadow stitch, and tea time. What's shadow stitch do?
This won't take long.
Wait, is this just like... Oh, she basically uses Gale.
Shadow stick.
Gale with a
Leave it to
extra
me.
bit of flair. Not bad. Oh,
Okay,
okay, good. I left one alive.
analyzing enemy attack patterns.
Don't die on me.
Analysis complete.
A snow rat, a monster that lives in cold regions, makes its nest under piled up snow and uses said snow to repel foes.
Let's move. Ha! Now's our chance.
Here I come.
You're done. All right. Yeah, there. I go where the wind takes me.
Here we go. Alright, so good thing to note that the new enemies don't make the old enemies stronger. The monsters around here are just as about as powerful as they were when we first were here, like all the way back in the prologue, and now they're not really much of a challenge. Okay, I guess it's time to find out who to hang out with. My thought is Toval, Sharon, and guess Elisa. Just bring up anyone that's lagging behind. You know what? Yeah. Except is Elisa? Yeah, she is. I didn't realize she was in the shop. That'd be why she's over in the corner. Sharon wants to do some cooking later, so I'm here to stock up on ingredients. She's asked for stuff that'll be nice and nutritious for your dad too. Thank you so much for doing this. You must be exhausted after that time you spent in Nord too, so try to get some rest if you can. Thanks, maybe I will. You know, the foot bath I passed on the way here might be a great way to do that. I haven't used it since our trip, so maybe I could do with a little dip. I'm tempted to join her. That does sound good. Can I come with? The more the merrier. Let me just finish up my shopping and we can head over. After Reen helped Elisa carry her purchases back home, the two of them made their way over to the footbath. Ah, you can feel the warmth coursing through your whole body. It feels like all my exhaustion's just melting away. Yeah, the footbath's nice all year round, but it's really something special during winter. Last time we were here, it was still early fall, so I can imagine you can feel the difference too. I can, actually. I think it was winter when I came here with my family as a little girl too. Oh yeah, you mentioned last time we were here that you'd been once with your family. Do you remember how long ago? Well, my father was still alive, so it was around 9 years ago, I suppose. It was grandfather's idea to bring us all here. This was back before Sharon joined our family, too.
That sounds exactly like something he'd suggest. If it was 9 years ago, that'd make it a few years or so after my dad adopted me.
Oh? How funny would it have been if we actually bumped into each other back when we were kids? We couldn't stay long since everyone was really busy with work at the time. But I'll treasure the memory forever. The whole family together laughing and smiling. Mother and father at my side. It's amazing how much can change in 9 years. Everything is completely different now, both at home and in Erebonia as a whole. I just hope Mother is alright, wherever she is now.
Give me a minute.
A minute for what? What's this?
It's called a happiness hair. There's... Good lord, that was loud. You would think the bird is like right in my room. Oh my god, that is obnoxious. Hold on a sec. They're seen as a kind of good luck charm around here. Normally, you'd put a bit more effort into making one and use different materials, but this'll do for now.
Aw, it's a sweet little thing, isn't it?
I know, right? When we were kids, Elise used to always make one for me whenever she thought I was down.
Oh, sorry, you must be as worried about her as I am about Mother.
I'm sure she's just fine. That's what I'm choosing to believe. So just try and believe that your mom is fine too. I'm sure that you'll be reunited with her before long. Just don't give up hope.
Yeah, I won't.
Huh?
Wait, was that a memory from when I came here as a little girl?
Elisa? Sorry, I guess it's a little childish to think something like this would cheer you up.
Oh, no, that's not it at all. Thanks for the encouragement, Reen. I won't give up. And I'll keep believing that we'll both be reunited with our families before long.
That's what I like to hear. Mission accomplished. The happiness hair wins today. After that, they soaked their feet in the foot bath for a while longer and enjoyed some pleasant conversation. When they got out, Reen bade farewell to Elisa, who chose to return to the general store. There we go, level 3.